Jack and the Beanstalk. Once upon a time, in a rural village in England, there lived a boy called Jack, who lived with his mother. They were very poor and only owned a cow. Every day, Jack milked the cow and sold the milk in the town to buy their food. However, one day, the cow suddenly stopped producing milk, so the mother decided to sell the cow. "Jack, could you please go to the town and sell the cow?" "Okay, sure, leave it to me." Jack left the house with the cow. On their way, a strange man asked him, "Hey boy, you have a very nice cow there. Where are you going?" "I'm going to the market in the town to sell this cow." "Right, I see. How about this? Would you exchange your cow for this bean I have?" The man took out 3 beans from his bag and showed them to Jack. "These beans aren't usual beans. They are magical beans. They bring peace and happiness to you." Jack couldn't refuse his curiosity, and so he decided to swap his cow for 3 beans. "Mom, look at these beans." As soon as he got home, he showed his mother beans in his hands. "Oh, Jack, that was very quick. What are those beans?" "These are apparently magical beans. I traded these for the cow." "What? Why did you do that? That is so stupid. You were fooled by the guy. These are not magical beans." His mother got very angry at him. Then she took the beans and threw them away in the backyard. That night, Jack had a dream. The beans his mother threw away sprouted, then grew tall and tall above the clouds. In the morning, when Jack woke up, he opened the windows. Then he saw huge green leaves and stalks that rose high up into the sky. "I knew it wasn't a dream. The beans were actually magical. I wonder how tall this is. Well, I'm going to climb it." Jack started climbing the beanstalk, as big as a tree trunk. The beanstalk reached into the clouds. Jack jumped off the beanstalk and landed on the cloud, and he was very surprised. He saw a great castle in the distance. It was so large, and even the entrance gate was about 20 times bigger than Jack's body. "I wonder who lives in a massive castle like this." Jack entered the castle from a small gap between the gate. In the castle, there was a very long extended corridor. As he walked through the corridor, he saw a room with a massive desk and chairs, and a bathtub as big as the ocean. Jack was exploring the room with a big table and cupboard. Then he heard a thudding noise from the corridor. The thudding of heavy steps approached the room. He quickly hid himself in a big cup that was in the cupboard. The footsteps got so loud, and then a giant man entered the room.
It smells like humans here. Or maybe it's just me.
The giant man sat on the chair in front of table. Then he pointed at the harp that was hooked up on the wall and yelled loudly,
Harp, sing.
The next moment, the harp started playing music itself. As the giant man listened to the beautiful tone, he closed his eyes, and soon he fell asleep. Wow, that's so cool. That must be a magical harp. It must have been a human's possession, because it is a normal size. All right, I'm going to take that with me. Jack carefully crawled out of the cupboard and quietly climbed the wall, making sure that the giant man will not wake up. Then he took the harp that was hanged up against the wall and soundlessly walked out of the room. And a few minutes later, the giant man woke up.
That was a good sleep. Wait, my harp is missing. Someone must have stolen it.
He hurriedly left the room to chase Jack.
Wait, you little kid. Give me back my harp.
Jack was desperately running away from the giant man. Jack finally escaped the castle and got to the Beanstalk. However, the giant man had nearly caught up. I need to hurry up, otherwise the giant man is going to catch me. Jack climbed down the beanstalk. He slid down the beanstalk like a slide and landed on the ground. However, the giant man did not give up. He was still trying to come down the beanstalk, following Jack.
Don't think you can get away from me, you little kid.
Jack rushed into the shed in his garden to bring an axe. Then he cut down the beanstalk. The beanstalk that stood up into the sky collapsed to the ground. And the giant man, who was still holding onto the leaves, fell to the ground. There was an enormous deep hole where he had landed. It was so deep that the giant man could not get out from it. After all, Jack used his harp to earn money and lived happily ever after with his mother.